The easiest way to heal, well, not the easiest, but maybe the fastest way to heal is through kindness and forgiveness. I wrote this letter to myself, to the wounded part of me that caused me so much suffering and pain for years. And I do believe that it's a lot easier, it's not easy, but it's a lot easier to show compassion and forgive other people, but it's quite hard to do it for ourselves. So I just wanted to share this letter because I do think that it can resonate maybe and help others. So, dear Stella, let's be honest. Part of you still doesn't like this body. Part of you still doesn't feel comfortable in this body. And that is okay. You've always strived for perfection, but what is perfection really? Being skinnier? I know. You'll say yes. I know that you think that everything will be solved once you see yourself skinnier. All your problems will go away. Everything will flow smoothly. Everyone will like you and respect you. Everything will be perfect. I know you think that. But I also know that you yourself don't believe it. You know it's not true. Yet you keep trying to achieve it. You know that when I was skinny, you were unhappy. Not because I was skinny, but because I was skinny for all the wrong reasons, which are the same reasons that are motivating you now wanting to be skinny. So let's face it, you know you're wrong. And I say it with the deepest love. When you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, it's not because what you see is ugly or imperfect. It's because it's not what you expect to see. You expect to see someone else, not me. Someone else, someone which I'm not, because I am myself. You expect to see a different body, a different shape. So being skinny has nothing to do with being skinny, but it has everything to do with accepting and loving. So let's talk about that. Deep down, you know that something needs to change. You know you cannot keep spending your life expecting to see reflected someone I am not. You cannot change the reflection in the mirror, but you can change what is being reflected. And I know what you're thinking. It's, oh yeah, I know how to do that. We can diet, we can work out. But no, that's not really what I was thinking about. You can change what is being reflected by switching your focus. So you're not looking anymore at my stomach, at my arms, the way this dress fits. You're looking at the loving, strong, kind, and generous soul that is standing there. You're looking at all the qualities that make me me, that no one else has. Not in the way I do, at least. Dear Stella, you have learned that beauty is the way your body appears, and you have let my appearance determine your soul. You have let other people's opinions and standards shape your identity. And I don't blame you. You have all my compassion. It is so hard in today's society to not fall into this trap. But hey, you fell into it. It's okay. Now you're climbing out, stronger than ever. I know it hurts, but sometimes we need to feel the pain to know what suffering feels like, so we can decide we don't want it in our life. Dear Stella, I forgive you. I forgive you for all the suffering that you have caused me. I forgive you for all the pain, all the years of suffering, hustling, hiding, faking, and lying. I forgive you. I know it was not your fault. It never was. It was not a lack of willpower. It was not a lack of strength. On the contrary, you have been even too strong. Perhaps you've had too much determination and willpower. You have thought so hard towards the objectives that you had set. You were so determined to reach the goals that you forgot to tune in and listen to me. Or maybe you did listen, but you kept pushing through, ignoring me. Dear Stella, I forgive you. I forgive you for wanting me to be someone I'm not. And not because I cannot be that person, because you turned me into that person, but because I don't want to anymore. Dear Stella, I thank you for all the years you've been with me. I thank you for having allowed me to touch rock bottom, because you made it easier for me. Because from there was only one way. I could only go upwards. But I choose to let you go. I choose to be free. I choose to be me. I choose to define my own goals based on what feels good for me and not based on what other things. Dear Stella, I forgive you. Thank you. I struggled with eating disorders and body image issues for, 8 to 9 years. And it's taken so much out of me. It's this constant not being able to accept oneself, and it can be because of looks, because of a body, but everyone lives it in a different way. And I just genuinely think that in today's society it's so easy to get attached to these crazy ideas of what we should look like, who we should be, what we should do, what career we should have. And we're just all trying to fit into this one box, to fit into this one, perfect, stereotypical character. And it just doesn't work for so many of us. It's ruining so many people. It's ruining so many people, and it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to fall into that trap. I did, and I'm grateful I did, because it was a great learning lesson. It wasn't easy, but it truly made me stronger than I was. But I think the main message is, the main message I want to get across at least is, I really invite you to get in touch with that part of yourself that created that situation or that put you in that situation, and really appreciate it, because it's a part of you that was so necessary and beneficial in that part of your life. I'm so thankful for that wounded part of me that made me go through all that it made me go through, because I know that it was trying to protect me from feeling pain and suffering in those moments. But I also know that it came the point in which it didn't serve me anymore, and it was not serving me any purpose, right? So it comes at the time that it needs to go. So yeah, if you can get in touch with the part of you that is causing your suffering, and realizing that it doesn't do it because it wants to harm you, but on the contrary, it wants to protect you. Once you can get in touch with that part and really listen to what it has to say and what it needs, you can give it space and then wave goodbye, you know? It's like, okay, thank you, my dear. See you never. Thank you for listening.